Hey everybody, this video is about some of the things I don't like about living in Leander, Texas. Now I moved to Leander in 2014 from Florida because other family members had preceded us and we came out and visited, and we just wanted to be closer to family members, so that's what brought us here from Florida. And I didn't realize some of these things when I moved here. So let me share with you some of the things I don't like about living in Leander, Texas. And first, let me say hello, everybody. I'm Dan Forbes, broker at Forbes Realty here in Leander. Welcome to my channel, living in Cedar Park and Leander, Texas. So I'm just north of Austin by about 36 minutes. And let me say, if you want to know everything there is to know about living in the North Austin area, specifically Cedar Park and Leander, you want to know what it's like to live here, work here, and play here, you've come to the right place. And if you are at all thinking about moving to the North Austin area, that would include Cedar Park, Leander, Liberty Hill, Pflugerville, Round Rock, or Georgetown, I hope that you'll reach out to me, and I would love to help you. I get calls and texts almost, every single day, and I just absolutely love helping people buy real estate and sell real estate. But let's get into today's topic right now as I share with you some of the things I don't like about living here. One of the reasons I don't like living here is the weather. So today is August the what is it? It's August the 10th. So it's we've gotten through the first week of August, and in the last 2 weeks we've had over 10 days that temperatures were over 100, and several days they were up to 104 degrees. July and August are simply the hottest months here, and I walk out sometimes during this time of the year, and I forget year to year how hot it felt last year, and it feels like I'm walking into an oven. And in fact, I was just working with some clients that were moving here from the Dominican Republic, and it's hotter there. And they were kind of kidding me about the fact that while we were standing outside in the front yard of one home that they ended up buying, I wanted to move over into the shade to talk. Also, they were kidding me a little bit because my truck has a remote start switch, and I start that up so the air conditioning can start cooling it down. I mean, to them, this was cool compared to the heat in the Dominican Republic. And so I think about, Florida. When I was living in Florida most of my life, it would get hot there. Yeah, it didn't get to 104 degrees, hardly ever. I don't think it ever did. But 95 degrees in Florida with 60% humidity feels a whole lot hotter than 105 degrees does here in Texas. I mean, our humidity right now is probably about 40%. So if you're standing in the shade, I mean, it doesn't feel too bad. But if you're standing out in the sun, it does, feel like you're being baked. So if you're somebody that doesn't like that, you may not like living here. But I will say, one of the things that I enjoy about the Texas weather is we have 4 seasons. So April and October are probably the 2 most popular months as far as the temperatures are concerned. And, it gets cold in the wintertime, it gets hot in the summertime. But Florida was just either hot or warm all the time. And I got sort of tired of that. But moving to Texas, we have several weeks of spring, we have several weeks of fall weather, and I just love living in a part of the country that has 4 seasons. So even though I complain about the weather when it's hot, it's really not so bad. The second thing I don't like living here in Leander is the explosive growth. I mean, between 2010 and 2022, our population grew by 123%. KVU.com, one of our local radio stations, in April of this year, published a story that ranked Leander as the #1 city destination for people that are moving in the United States. And Leander is just always in the top list of small cities as far as desirability and as far as growth is concerned. So the growth here has been explosive. There's a McDonald's not too far away that when I first moved here, you'd go and there was just 2 or 3 cars maybe in line. Now you go and there's 15 cars in line. The same with the Starbucks. The same with going to the grocery store. It used to be, I won't call it a pleasure because I don't particularly, get pleasure out of buying groceries. But you go to the grocery store, and it wasn't too bad of an experience. But now, if you don't time it right, and especially if it's a holiday, and you go the day before or the day of a holiday, and it is a madhouse, and that's not fun at all. So the explosive growth that we have been accustomed to now because of the desirability of Leander is one of the things I don't like about it. Although I was one of those people that moved here in 2014. So if you like a small, sleepy town that is just not changing at all, and you like that kind of environment, you may not like Leander because Leander is growing so much. But one of the good things about growth is, we have new highways, we have new roads, we have new schools, we have new restaurants, we have new businesses. And so Leander is a very energetic place. The new growth is in many ways exciting, and it brings new infrastructure. So it's like there's two sides to every coin. There is the side about growth that I may not like, but there's the benefits of growth that I like an awful lot. The number 3 reason that I don't like living in Leander is the commute time to Austin. Now, I looked it up online and found out that the average commute for most people is about 25 minutes. The commute time from Leander to downtown Austin is about 36 minutes, and that may not seem like a big difference, but if you're driving that every day, it does make a big difference. Now, fortunate because I do work from home, so commute for me really isn't a problem, but I don't like traffic. I don't like it when I have to drive down to Austin and I sit in traffic, especially if it is the morning rush hour or the late afternoon rush hour, and instead of it taking 36 minutes, it takes 45 minutes, or depending upon where you're going in Austin, it can take an hour. Those types of commute times, nobody loves those. Then also there's the toll road 183A that shortens the commute time, but the downside of that is you got to pay the tolls. So, that may cost you $2.75 to get from Leander to the end of the toll road where 183A and 183 connects, and you can look that up on a map. So that's two-sided. Yeah, you can get on the toll road, but the downside is you got to pay the toll. Of course, we know commute times are relevant. I mean, if you are moving here from Los Angeles, or you're moving here from New York City or some other part of the country, that you're already driving 45 minutes or an hour to get to work. Well, driving from Leander downtown Austin that takes about 30 or 35 minutes is going to mean good news to you because the commute time is shorter. So I've been talking about some of the things I don't like about Austin, Texas. I looked up some of the positive accolades about Austin, and here's just a quick search revealed these things. It is one of the cities with the fastest growing income. So if you want to move to an area that incomes are rising, Leander's a great place to move to for that. It is ranked as one of the most secure places to live. So if you're looking for a city in which you're going to feel safe and secure, Leander fits the bill. Leander also ranks as one of the best cities to relocate to. So if you are in a position that you work remotely and you want to relocate to a new city that is attractive as far as all of the things that people like in a city, then consider Leander. And then Leander is known for its great schools. The LISD, Leander Independent School District, is just one of the best school districts in all of Austin. It has the high school here, which is just down the street from me, has a 99% graduation rate. And I often hear from buyers that are moving here from other places that they want to buy a home in the Leander School District simply because of the rank of the school. And lastly, let me share with you just a few real estate statistics. Look at the screen right now. There are 500 homes on the market today in Leander. The median list price is $599,000, with the highest priced home in Leander being $3.5 million, and the lowest priced home being $310,000. So there you go, some of the things I don't like about living in Leander, but the flip side of that is there are positives to that as well. So if you're thinking at all about moving to the North Austin area, whether it be Cedar Park, Leander, Liberty Hill, Pflugerville, Round Rock, Georgetown, North Austin, I hope that you will do something. Look down in the description below and you'll see how that you can reach out to me. You can call me, text me, send me an email. Heck, I don't care. Send me a carrier pigeon. And always remember, I've got your back. Right now, you're seeing some other videos from my channel pop up. So if you want to know everything there is to know about living here, take a look at those videos.